A project of Hartman's Community Center and King Pine Farm Studios. Donate to Hartman's Community Center today, 41 Main Street East, Milton, Ontario, Canada, L9T1N2. Hartman's Community Center is a registered charity with Revenue Canada and can offer tax-deductible receipts for donations made to it. The devil is a woman came quite literally true when Pope Joan was elected by the Nicene Synod in 541 AD. Though her tenure did not last long, as she had died during childbirth at the altar while giving Mass, her child did survive, however, and this new devilish daughter went on to procreate her mother's new line of assistants. These devilishly draconic Roman Catholics removed themselves to a far-off island called Dragonsmere, which was near a bigger mainland, with swamps and mountains and lovely craggy creeks. The area of the main island, they planted a highly metamorphic tree called the Devil's Chestnut, which they knew would rearrange the human form into something more pleasing to their grandmother's eyes. The centuries passed, and eventually humanity came and colonized and developed the eastern end of the main island. One day, a group of women coming to sunbathe came upon the salty marsh in the western side, and one of them scratched herself on one of the devil's chestnut fruit. Gigantic bat's wings burst out of her back. She grew tall, lean, and muscular. Her face pushed out into a reptilian snout, and her mouth filled with many needle-like pointed sharp fangs and teeth with which she could rend flesh and drink blood. And the new she-monster, a mere dragon, went forth for her first victims, which were her other two female companions in the marsh. The mere dragon drained her victims of their blood, slaying them in the process. However, she felt that she could not partake of the meat of the form that had birthed her. She would have to find another source of nourishment to fill that craving. Later, she discovered to her horror that the two dead bodies arose again as ghoul vampires, not quite capable of metamorphosis as she was, but with the same thirst for blood and human meat. The mere dragon removed herself to nearby Dragonsmere Island, where she began the colony that would eventually grow into the high civilization of the mere dragons. The two ghoul vampire women, however, remained behind in the marshes and went seeking new human victims.